I guess I'm a big pickle. Oh, just had my salami and mozzarella hero, roast beef and provolone hero. Not too shabby. Got so much to do. People think I have nothing to do in my life. I'm dropping all this pickle juice on me. I gotta go see my mom, take care of her. I go jump in the pool, take care of the kids, have fun. Go to LBI. The Ape Father's work is never done. I got pickle juice all over me. Maybe just save that one. I don't know. Yeah. So the Ape Father wants to become the king of Long Beach Island. That's my first initial goal. Ape Father wants to be nationwide. Ape Father wants to be worldwide. But we'll start with Long Beach Island. I'm working on it now. I got to get a ton of views. I got a gigantic real estate palace, beachfront real estate palace in LBI right by the beach. And I already have a big in-ground pool. I'm going to get a bigger one and open up my Ape Father brand in Long Beach Island. I want to, I think it makes sense to become the king of LBI. So we're going to have Ape Father steaks, Ape Father cheeseburgers, Ape Father pizza, Ape Father ice cream and ices, Ape Father hot dogs, Ape Father boat rental, bicycle rental, everything, or purchases. So we're gonna do all of that in LBI. Compete with everybody. Get the whole market share of everything. Ape Father Italian restaurant, Ape Father steakhouse, everything. But now the thing is, it's a seasonal place. So these businesses will probably just be opened in the summer, but it's a good way to start the Ape Father brand. And I was thinking, if it works out the way I plan, maybe we'll focus on like the beach towns, after LBI. Focus on like Seaside. There's so much in Jersey alone. I mean, forget about it. Then maybe, beach towns all around the country as well. Ape Father hot dogs, hamburgers. And again, if you know anything about the Ape Father, you'll know that they're not normal hamburgers. They're very big. You could get a one patty. I call it the Ape Father special. You could get a one patty, either with cheese or without cheeseburger. You could throw two hot dogs on there. Or if you want to go really big, you could go two patties and four hot dogs. Now, if you're like a monster like me, then you could go five patties, six patties, 10 patties. You go crazy. The biggest I ever had was a Burger King with 16 patties. I shit you not. They actually called me the real life Burger King. Like the name of their business is Burger King. Well, I'm the real life Burger King. So I want to give people that same opportunity in the Ape Father hamburger and hot dog restaurants. I want to give them the same opportunity. If they want to order 10 patties, 12 patties, 14, 16, 18, 20 patties, like Wendy's has the T-Rex, mine's going to be even bigger than that. It's going to be huge. They got the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas. I'm going to even be better than that. So we're starting on Long Beach Island. I really want to get it done before this year is over. Before we get into 2025. I wanted to get it done. I want to get the Ape Father brand started, become the Long Beach Island king, and then after that, work on one beach town at a time. That's going to be my business model, my business strategy. Become the king of one beach town, and then just after I accomplish that, go to another beach town and just, et cetera, et cetera. Take over all the ocean and all the beaches like Aquaman, baby. And the next thing you know, go nationwide, all over. I really like the whole beach vibe. I like the whole vacation vibe. I like the whole ocean vibe. I might eventually be in other places too. You know, I'm not saying no. but definitely want to start with the beach and the ocean vibes. What's up there, 10 mil? 10 mil socket, how you doing? God bless. Wow! So you're actually coming here at a good time, 10 mil. You're still witnessing the ape father before I become one of the most famous men on earth. Right now, I'm getting known. Like, let me tell you, especially in Long Beach Island. It's a funny thing because I'm talking about Long Beach Island, New Jersey. Whenever I go to Long Beach Island, I'm recognized. I don't know what it is. We're at the park and everyone comes up to me. All the young kids they work there. They're like, "Hey, father, you're that YouTuber, right? You're that guy who eats the 16 patty burgers." I said, "That's me," and they take pictures with me. Be for victory. But I think when I'm really gonna make it, God bless you, 10 mil. Don't hope so, no so. When I make it is when I'm going to really build the brand. Back to the Future. Long time. I'm sorry, man. I know you said to go live in the afternoon, man. I've been really busy, and I'm still busy. I got to go see my mom. She wants a liverwurst and cheese sandwich. She loves liverwurst. I don't know why. But I got the whole family. We had a sandwich day. I got a little salami, mozzarella, roast beef and provolone. My wife, she likes the turkey and Swiss. We got a ton of food, man. Olives, pickles, extra sharp provolone. Forget about it. Italian bread. We went nuts. Two extra sharp provolones. So we are definitely full. A lot of YouTubers. I will say hello to my wife, my mom, the family. Back to the Future. My mom's at the rehab still. She should be. My wife Jennifer said hello to you. She said hello. Um, you know, I believe in hope mostly. Without it, yeah, I mean, I know. F them all. F them. I understand. Back to the Future says hello. You want to know what it is? Look, I think the problem with most people, if you want me to really be honest with you, is they just feel they can't accomplish things. That's just their thing. Look, I tell people all the time, people don't understand. I'm living a very normal, average life. You understand? I got a nice house, $600,000 house. I got an in-ground swimming pool. I got, a beautiful family. That's the most important thing. Beautiful wife, beautiful kids. I love Back to the Future. God bless him. See, he's helping me build the A-Father brand. A-Father loves Back to the Future because he's always here supporting me, and I will never forget him. When I make it, I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to say, Back to the Future, wherever you are, I'm gonna say, come with me to Jersey, Long Beach Island. We're gonna go get a nice big steak dinner, a little DP, a little Dom Perignon. I love you, Back to the Future. He believes in me. Thank you, and I appreciate you. I think that's what the problem is in life, is that people their goals are very low. Like in other words, if I wanted to just have an average life, I've already accomplished that. Like this is what people do because a lot of people say to me, "Hey, Father, your dreams are too big. They're too effing big." But I say to myself, but I already have an average life. I'm not trying to be mean. Like a lot of people think I'm trying to flex. I'm not flexing. I'm just telling you the truth. I have an average life. Like I have a 600,000. This is what I consider an average life. I have a $600,000 house, in-ground swimming pool, average car, GMC. I got savings, cash, gold, a little portfolio. That's an average life. That's it. Got the wife, got the two dogs. I got my puggle, Chloe. I got my Shih Tzu Max. You know what I mean? That's it. That's the average life. So if I just wanted that, I would be content now. I'd be satisfied. I'm like, I'm done. See, that's a lot of people strive just to have what I have. They strive to just meet the right person in their lives, get married. I do have financial security. I definitely have enough money every month coming in to survive and live a very comfortable life. I have financial security. I have a wife. I have kids, two kids, Mike and Sophia. I'm happy. No, I'm never leaving Amy and Gabby, brother. It's just, look, I don't want to get into my personal business the way Roaring Kitty did. Like, I don't want to get into if I day trade. I don't want to get into if I'm holding. I don't want to get into my cost average. I just don't want to do that. And people are trying. If you know anything about the eight folder, my three main plays are AMC, GameStop, and DJT. That's like the three musketeers, for me. But once again, look, let's talk. I respect Roaring Kitty. I do. I respect I respect Ryan Cohen too. Okay. And the reason why I respect these two guys is because see, they think very big. They're not like most retail people, you know. They're looking to become monsters with GameStop. Roaring Kitty's got 9 million GameStop shares. Like Ryan Cohen's, I think he even has even more, I believe. And it's like these people, they're looking to like run the show. Like Ryan Cohen right now is the leader. He's the chief executive officer. He's running the show at GameStop. Um, I mean, Roaring Kitty, we thought he was gonna get on the board of directors. I don't know. Ryan Cohen said we're not here for hype. We're here to work. But this is the thing. This is the way you guys gotta think, man. You gotta think the way these people think. That's what I'm trying to. People don't understand how powerful retail is, and I'm gonna do it myself. Look, I would love it if everyone don't like me, but only a few people like Back to the Future. They really, really think like me. They believe in me. Everybody's the Lone Ranger. And it's such a stupid mentality. You're making your life harder. You don't realize it. None of you realize it. You're making your life harder to try to do everything yourself. Now, if it was up to me, I would prefer not to do it myself. See, I am doing it myself, but I would prefer not to. I would prefer to have a congregation, a friggin' movement. I would like to have a movement of like how we used to have at AMC. We used to have like at one point 10 million apes, 10 million retail investors all around the world. I'm just trying to get people to think differently. You saw the major crypto drop, right? Remember? You probably saw that Back to the Future, okay? What was it, 170 billion wiped out? Listen, this happens. Your dog hits your phone. Oh, okay, no problem. No, but I'm just trying to make a point. You see what just happened with the major crypto drop right now, 170 billion wiped out. Okay. Me and Back to the Future talk about this a lot. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Back to the Future is not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. It's entertainment purposes only. But we talk about how the cryptocurrency industry, okay, listen, it's run by the BBC. It's run by the Billionaires Boys Club, not to be sexist, the Billionaires Girls Club. Okay. So we have no control. I'm going to answer your question, 10 mil, in 1 second about what my ultimate goal is in life. And it's relevant to what I'm saying right now. We have no control over this shit. And it's the same thing in the stock market. Look, you got the world's most powerful man, Donald J. Trump. Okay. He has to give direction to the CEO of Truth Social, Devin Nunes. He has to give him direction. He has to say, I want you to contact the House GOP, all of our friends, all of our allies, and have them open up a probe. Have them open up an investigation if there is potential stock manipulation happening in DJT. We've seen a lot of cases where crazy shit went on in the stock market. People, psychopaths like that guy Marantz Rants, that YouTuber. He thinks like GameStop went up because of fundamental reasons. I can't. When I hear people talk like this, I get really angry. A stock does not go from friggin' $14 to $80 in 1 day or 2 days because of fundamentals. And if you think that you are the stupidest, low IQ, dumb mother effer in the world, and then it drops back to 20, right, in 1 day, then it shoots back up to 50. Yeah, this is all fundamentals. This is not fundamentals. This is shit that is going on the inside. And I still think more shit's going to happen. I still think more shit's going to happen. Now, people like Roaring Kitty, he capitalized on it. He capitalized on this and made himself a couple of 100 million. But the thing is that, he had a large options position, 120,000, June calls, GameStop. He did sell it. He got rid of it, made a fortune. But the problem is now there's a lawsuit against him. A lot of GameStop stockholders are pissed because they feel that what he did was wrong. Just the whole thing, just mentioning his position, causing this like excitement that everything friggin' dropped, everything went crazy. Because once again, I'm not trying to repeat myself. In a way, it's not really Roaring Kitty's fault. It's just the way it is. Everybody goes crazy, like he came in, he did see, but this is the problem. The reason why there might be a potential case is because when you do what he did and you come in and you disclose your position like that, you're causing a lot of excitement. And because of that, it could be considered stock manipulation. Again, I am not a securities lawyer. I'm not here to speculate what is stock manipulation and what is it. Me personally, I'm never doing it. That's it. It's not worth it. I mean, the lawsuit was dropped, but Back to the Future, understand that was for private GameStop holders. The SEC could still be watching him. Let me put it to Back to the Future. When you do something like what he did, when you disclose your position, like he said, he had 5 million GameStop shares, and it shot up to 9 million, and you have 120,000 June call options, and you make 200 million. Believe me, the eyes are on him. There's no question. When you make almost $250 million, the eyes are on you. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with making money, but you got to do it the right way. You can't do it the wrong way. You can't do it the way he did it. The way look, in a way, I think about myself with AMC. I think about myself when I was posting my position like a Mama Luke, like a friggin' Stu Nod, like I was. If AMC would have actually had the Boaz, okay, I would probably be in jail right now. Seriously, I would 100% be in a lot of trouble. Whether it be I get sued, something, because people would have said, Apefather, you stock me to everything you were saying, AMC to Pluto. See, at the time, I didn't realize it. I was trying to just be a cheerleader. That was my thing. I was just trying to pump people up. But you can't be. See, what I was doing wrong was I was disclosing my position. I was showing I had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars invested. You can't do things like that. See, my luck was not really lucky because I lost on paper at least a couple of hundred K. I did well on other plays though. I did, thank God, DJT, thank God, GameStop, thank God. AMC, I'm still in the hole, but we'll see what happens. But the thing is this. Okay, it's just a paper loss. But the thing is this. I just don't feel comfortable anymore just showing my position. I don't want to do it because my luck is something big is going to happen. I'll show my DJT, right, position. Next thing I know, I'm going to get knocks on the door. I don't want to deal with that shit. That's it. Roaring Kitty wants to deal with that. That's our Roaring Kitty. That's our key kill. I'm telling you, Back to the Future. Nobody wants you. Back to the Future. I love you, brother. No one wants you to be successful in this world. Listen to me. There is a lot of haters. And I'm not just talking about psychopaths on the internet. There are a lot of haters. There's a lot of jealous mother effers in government. There's a lot of jealous mother effers all over the world. And when you make a lot of money, it ticks people off. It pisses people off. Roaring Kitty made a lot of money. And the thing is that when you make a lot of money and you make a lot of, look what they did to Trump. Like, here's an example. I'll just give you an example, right? Look what they did to Trump. This guy paid, okay, hear me out. He got a loan from a bank. He paid the bank back to the Future every month, missed no payments. Had absolutely a perfect record of payment, right? They said that Trump had to pay 470 million or something, right? In the New York, the district, well, what's her name? Letitia James. The that friggin' shit was insane, that case. That was insane. The guy did nothing wrong in my opinion. What did he do? Where's the crime? He paid the bank back in full. They said, well, he inflated his net worth to get favorable interest rates and favorable loans and all. What favorable? He paid the bank every month. He missed no payments. No, this is live. This is live, Otto Man Jr. You know what I mean? So look what they did to Trump. This woman, E.G. Carroll, right? Trump had to pay her over 100 million. She claims allegedly that he sexually assaulted her, right? Okay. Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? You know the evidence that she provided? She provided a picture of her with her ex-husband, Donald Trump with his ex-wife, and they were all smiling together in the picture. They were like this. They're all happy, right? Well, apparently that picture was enough evidence for Donald Trump to pay $100 million to E.G. Carroll. Let me explain to you. Nobody wants you in this world to make money, and you have to really, really be careful because this is the thing. If you do something that's wrong, see, Trump, in my opinion, didn't even do anything wrong. It's just because they didn't want him to. Listen, I'm going to say it's politically motivated. Even that crazy shit that happened with the Hush Money case, the Stormy Daniels, Michael Cohen, 34 counts of guilty. Now, the funny thing now is because the Supreme Court found Trump, okay, in terms of him being the president, he has immunity. He has immunity on all official acts. But this is the thing. Because of that great judgment by the Supreme Court, now the New York judge that was involved with the Stormy Daniels and the Michael Cohen case, he's like postponing everything with Trump because Trump was supposed to He was supposed to, on July 11th, there was a hearing to see if he was actually going to go to jail. Can you believe this? An ex-president of the United States of America who has 24-hour a day Secret Service. Okay, but they said, forget this. Let's postpone the hearing for the judgment. Let's postpone it until September. Because you want to know why? They know they can't put an ex-president in jail. Listen to me. This is just my opinion. It's all bullshit. It's like that song from the wedding singer, Adam Sandler. It all was bullshit. It was an effing joke. They can't put an ex-president in jail. We're going to give him house arrest in the White House on November 5th. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? So now, because of the Supreme Court, amazing, amazing friggin' judgment that Trump does have immunity as a president on all official acts. The New York judges postponed that probably indefinitely. When September comes, he'll postpone it again because they know the truth. They know the truth. It's on the house. No, it's on the house. I'm just throwing that Goodfellas line in there. Talking about Robert De Niro, one of my favorite actors of all time. The guy went crazy. I still love him though. The guy went, like, as we say in Italian, pazzo. Guy went completely nuts, that guy. No reason in the world for this guy to not like Trump as much. He never gives anything real. He just calls him a gangster. This is coming from a guy who played a gangster his whole life. His whole life, his acting career was made famous from him being a gangster, and he calls Trump a gangster. I think he lost his mind somewhere along the way. Something happened to him. I don't know. He's a great actor. I give him a pass. I give him a pass because he's probably, if not my favorite actor, I would say he's up there in the top, like maybe two, top three. You got to put him up there with like Al Pacino. You got to put him up there with everybody. James Gandolfini, may rest in peace. But he lost his mind, Robert De Niro. He went freaking crazy. What are you going to do? So anyway, someone asked me, what is my goal in life? Let me answer that question. That was 10 mil socket. My ultimate goal in life is I want to run the show, baby. I want to be the boss of bosses. I don't want to be controlled. Okay. I mean, look, I think a lot of you don't realize it, but you are controlled. You're controlled in life. You're sheep. Bah! I know you don't want to hear that, but you're sheep. Everything you do, you're controlled. You're controlled. You think you control the stock market? You think you control the cryptocurrency? You control, we say in Italian, ugats. That's what you control. This, ugat, zero. Okay? The thing that a lot of people don't understand is if we work together, we're more powerful. Listen to me. We're more powerful than any corporation in the world. Like, yeah, I know Back to the Future, we talk about this a lot. In 2022, retail lost $350 billion in the stock market. Okay. Now, just let's put this like another way. That's richer. That's more money than any corporation is worth. Any corporation. I mean, okay. I'm not talking necessarily market cap. I understand, there's a couple of $1 trillion. Let's just say 90% of corporations. Okay. 90%. I'm not talking about, NVIDIA. I'm not talking about Apple. But I will tell you this. Microsoft. I know there's a couple up there in the trillions. This is 350 billion is probably bigger than 95% of every corporation in the world, right? It's like countries. Some countries are not even worth that much money. Retail came up with that themselves. Retail came up with 350 billion. Only, you know what we did? Like a bunch of students, like a bunch of idiots, only to just transfer that money to the 1%. I like to call it the corrupt 1%. Okay, that's all that happened. It's crazy what happened. It really is crazy what happened with AMC and GameStop. They totally tricked us. GameStop had that big run. Remember, we knocked Melvin out. And then for 4 years, it was like the crying game, I'm not talking about men here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the crying game. Literally, we're crying with tears of friggin' sadness that there was nothing going on. AMC and GameStop was like dead like a friggin' doorknob. Then all of a sudden, this friggin' guy, Ron Kitty, comes out. Wow, meow! Comes out of nowhere. And there's a gigantic friggin' run. GameStop goes to friggin' like crazy heights. Okay? And I think it will happen again because there's a lot of shit going on behind closed doors. Yeah, Apple has an insane amount of cash. But think about this. Back to the Future. Retail lost 350 billion. So it just goes to show you how much money that we are. Look, I'm trying to make a point. I wish all of you could just understand simple common sense. I wish all of you could understand simple logic. You can't do it yourself. You ever see the movie Rocky Four? Remember with Adrian when she saw Stallone, he had to fight Ivan Drago. Now, granted, he won, but she was like, "You can't win. You can't win. You don't understand. None of you understand. You can't." All right. I'm going to make a point. I'm going to prove it to you how you can't become successful by yourself. Okay. Let's have a survey. How much would you say is the average income? Oh, there's this moron, Vladimir Putin. What is the average income that you feel an American makes? Let's start with Americans before we talk about the whole world. Back to the Future. What would you say the average class, just a person that's not super rich, not, but just doing well for himself? What would you say, 100,000? How much would you say, though, an average American makes a year? Would you say 100? Would you say 200? What do you feel? I think 200 is kind of high. I think even 100 is high, if you want to know the truth. But let's go. You think 100 is fair? Vladimir Putin, I make 1,000 a month. Oh, this is the funny Vladimir. I'm sorry. I love you, Vladimir Putin. This is the funny one. This is the dirtbag Vladimir. This is the funny Vladimir. 50K? All right, so let's go with green grass is 50K. Okay, so let's go with 50K. How much? 65K? Let's just go with 50K for now, just to make the math simple. I love you, Back to the Future. So 50,000. What do you say is about 30% tax, right? Is that fair? Is that the tax bracket? I make a little more than 15, but I'll just say about 30% is the tax bracket, okay? So you figure you got to pay Uncle Sam $15,000, correct? So that means now I want you to just follow. I'm trying to prove to all of you that it's physically impossible to make it yourself. Okay, let's be. So $50,000, you got to pay Uncle Sam 30%. So that means 15,000 is gone. You're left with 35,000, right? For 12 months, for a year. How much of that money do you feel you need to survive? Like, how much money of $35,000 do you feel you need to pay your mortgage, your car note, your insurance? Okay, then just entertainment in general, right? Food, basic necessity expense, utilities, food. Okay, I would say most people will probably say the whole 35,000, right? At least 20,000. Okay, so let's go with 20,000. So now you're left with $15,000. Now I actually think that you're probably not going to be left with 15. Chad makes 23,000, 23.9. So listen. So let's do the math. Let's say you're left with 15,000. Now I'm following this guy Greengrass's thinking process. How long is it going to take you? Okay, now let's just look. We can invest in things that make money, or we can invest in things that don't make money. Okay, so I don't really want to go there with this conversation. I don't want to go into like VT or index funds. Let's just to make the conversation simple. Let's just say you weren't making any interest on this money, but you were just saving it. Just because it's going to get too complicated. Because one person is going to say, well, you can make 6% a year, Apefather. And then another person is going to say, well, what happens if you lose money? Because, shit happens. Look at what just happened in the cryptocurrency industry. Major crash. Oh, Antonio, how do you feel about cryptos now, you mama Luke? Did you see that major drop? Did you see that major drop, Antonio Miranda? Anyway. So $15,000. Let's say you're not making any interest, but you're saving $15,000 a year. 10 years goes by, you have 150,000. 20 years goes by, you have 300,000, right? 30 years goes by, you got 450,000, whatever it is. Okay. So I want you to think about this. You can't even save $1 million in your lifetime. If you're making $50,000 a year, you will not be able in your entire life of working, your entire life, you will not be a millionaire. Okay. So why do you all have this stupid, dumb, low IQ, friggin' complete moron, complete idiot, complete Mamaluke, complete Stunad friggin' attitude that you could do it yourself? You can't. You're going to be a statistic in life. Listen to me. Life is short. You all know this, right? Do you all realize we're going to die? I don't. Maybe you don't realize it. Let me be the first to tell you we're all going to die. Okay? There is nobody unless you're Count friggin' Dracula. Okay? Unless you're Dracula, you're not living. There's unless you're a vampire or some shit. Okay? There's no immortality for us. Okay? So why do all of you want to be average for? I just don't understand. Is it that you were born that way? You were just born to be an average person, like you just want to be average? That's it. Okay? And then you want to drop dead? Is that all? I don't want to be average. I want to be a major, major monster success. I want to be one of the most successful. So a person asked me what my goals were. I want to be one of the most recognizable, successful people on planet Earth. Now, if I had all of your support, I could do it very quickly. Okay, I could do it very quickly, and I could bring a lot of you along for the ride. Okay, but unfortunately, because all of you are stuck with this dumb mentality that I want to do it myself, hey father, most likely most of you are just going to watch me. You know what happens in life? You're going to watch me become a billionaire. It's kind of like no different. I'm not trying to sound like, I'm not trying to be a jerk off. Look, it's kind of like there's a lot of successful people all of us watch, right? Like we watch Elon Musk, we watch him become super, super rich. We watch Bill Gates super, super rich. Donald Trump, we watch him. Okay, aren't you tired of watching people become rich? Aren't you tired of that? Now, this is the difference. The way I'm talking is logical. Now, I'm going to give you an example. If I asked any one of you, if I asked any one of you to come up with $10 million, could you do it? Let's be honest. If I asked anyone on this live stream by tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday. Let's go with a business day. If I asked anyone in this live stream by Monday, can you come up with $10 million in cash? Who could do that? You know what I would do, green grass? I would do what I'm doing right now. Okay. If first of all, I'm a millionaire, okay, but let's put that aside. Let's, even if I wasn't a millionaire, even if I was a guy who was just working a job right now and just making like 50,000 a year, I would do what I'm doing right now. I would try to become a world famous YouTuber. Look, I was talking to my wife about this earlier today. We live in a digital world. Like that song by Madonna that we live in a material world. Okay, we live in a digital world. That's what's really happening right now. Everything is becoming digital. All of our money, everything eventually is going to become digital. Everything is digital. Okay. So the way to really become a monster success in this world is on social media. I still see these stupid musicians like this lunatic. He's like, "Yo, Richie, I played at a bar today," and I'm saying to myself, "What's wrong with this guy? He's played at a bar for two people. There's two people. And people don't understand. That's like the past. That's prehistoric. Everything is digital. Everything is online. The way to make it big is online. Now, I do believe that I'm being cheated. I believe I'm being shadow banned on social media, but it's not going to stop me. I'll say it's alleged. I'll say it's alleged. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm an Italian tyke, so I'm still going to become the most famous, successful YouTuber on earth. Now, you might say, but Apefather, you sounds like you have a plan. Now, a lot of people may think it's unrealistic, right? A lot of people may think I'm a psychopath, but they might be like, but what's in it for me, right? They may, Apefather, it sounds like you have a plan, okay? But what about me? What I'm trying to make all of you understand is we would be much stronger if we all worked together. Like it's like that movie, Planet of the Apes. Caesar, when he took the branches and he tried to break one branch, it was very easy. It was very easy to break one branch. But when Caesar combined six branches, he couldn't do it. He couldn't break the six branches, and he would say, "Apes together strong." And I think that Caesar is 100% right. That's what I believe. I believe that we are stronger if we work together. So you might say, well, how? How the FUCK can we work together? Look, unfortunately, we live in a very corrupt world. I hate to say this, I'm going to say it's alleged, but it's subject to my opinion. There is a lot of laws. Trump talks about all this shit. There's a lot of regulations. There's a lot of things that have been set in place to keep us down, to keep us regulated. So that's why you got to do things. See, people think I'm an a-hole. You got to do things in a certain way to stay under the radar. You understand? How do you stay under the radar? I'm going to tell you. It's very simple. The first thing you have to do, one person has to become successful. You can't, it's physical, and I don't care what all of you say, it's not possible that every single person can become successful at one single time. That's not the way it works. The first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. You couldn't put 1 billion people on the moon. You understand? I want you to think about this. Do you think it's physically possible to put 1 billion people on the moon? You can't do it. You got to start off with one, okay? So this is the way I see it. Make me a success, right? Give me billions and billions and billions of views. I'm not even asking for money. Just keep watching me. Keep coming to my live streams. Now, if you want to be super generous, the way Back to the Future is, I do accept super chats. Super chats are tips for entertainment purposes only. Super stickers, you could go to individual videos that I make. You know, I only made almost 34,000 videos I uploaded. It's crazy, right? I uploaded close to 34,000 videos. And you could consider giving me super stickers, super thanks, super chats. They're tips. They're tips for entertainment purposes only. Now, you might say, but Apefather, I don't understand. How does this help me? How the F-U-C-K does this help me? I'm going to explain to you. I love Back to the Future. See, he's my number one supporter. I will never forget him as long as I live. God bless you, Back to the Future 99. I love you, brother. Okay, listen to me. How does this help me? Because when I make it, I open up the floodgates. That's how it helps you. That's how it helps you. When I become a success, I open up a whole new world of opportunities that you never dreamed were possible. Okay, you never dreamed. I open up a whole world of opportunities that none of you even thought were possible. Owning a Major League Baseball team, owning an NBA basketball team, owning a fleet of Boeing jets, owning everything. No casinos, hotels, Apefather Safari Hotel, Apefather Safari Casinos. Now, there is ways to make it legal. You follow me? Like I would have to sit down with a team of security professionals, and they might say to me, Apefather, you could do certain crowdfunding, you could do certain types of offerings. We have to register it with the SEC first. But you see, that comes later. That's what none of you understand. See, that's phase two. Phase one, get the Apefather successful. Phase one. Make me, now you might say, F this guy, this fat Italian piece of shit, this mother effer wannabe Tony Soprano, wannabe James Gandolfini, fat Italian meatball. Okay, now you might be saying that to yourself, right? But now it goes back to our original conversation that we were talking about with, what was his name? Green Grass? Let's get back. Yeah, Green Grass. Okay. He said, what happens if you're just starting off in life and you're making 50,000 a year? I hate to say this to you, okay? You're never going to be nothing. That's it. Welcome to reality, mother effers. Okay? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you're finished. You're finished. That's it. That's the facts. So if you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. I don't give a shit. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to become a multi-friggin' billionaire. You're not going to stop me. But you ever hear the expression, why fight when you can join them? You ever hear that expression? Sometimes you got to put up the white flag, the surrender flag. Retail is stronger if we work together. All right, so now I'll get to my next point. I asked anyone, can you come up with $10 million by Monday? Remember I asked that question? Okay. Who could do that? Who could come up with $10 million in cash by themselves by Monday? No one. There's literally not one single person on this live stream that could do that, right? Okay. But let's say we had, let's call it a movement. Let's call it the Apefather and the Apes movement, right? So we have 1 million people in this movement. If each person just put up $10, we could call it entertainment tips. We could call it super chats, whatever you want to call it. Each person put up $10. Now that movement raised $10 million, just like that. That's $10 million. That could be an Apefather restaurant, right in Long Beach Island. Now you might say again, but am I making money? See, you know what the problem with people think too small. Money is the easiest thing to make if you have the right thinking process. Let's be. If you have the right thinking process, money is the easiest thing to make. The problem why money is so hard for all of you to make is because you have the wrong thinking process. You have what's called the Mameluke Stunad thinking process. Now, here's the right thinking process. You ever seen the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner, Build it, and he will come. You understand? Well, if you build the Apefather brand, money will come. It's simple logic. Like you gotta have patience. You know, like Axl Rose. All you need is just a little patience. Listen to me. If you build the Apefather brand, imagine it gets to a point. There's an Apefather brand all over the country in every beach town. Apefather Safari hotels, Apefather Safari casinos, Atlantic City, Vegas, Macau, even worldwide, China, Dubai, everywhere, right? Apefather branded bar, steakhouse, restaurants all over the world. You're telling me there's not going to be money? There's going to be tremendous effort money, a lot of money to go around. Okay. But you have to get there first. That's the key. You have to get there first. You got to have the thirst. You got to have the ambition, which is a movie I'm going to create, by the way. You're all going to witness a movie called Ambition when I make it to the top. And it's dedicated to all of you. It's dedicated to my retail family because I don't want to win alone. I want all of us to win. I call it the V for Victory movement. I want all of us to win, but it's simply impossible unless you build it. It's like Trump. Remember, he says, I want to build the wall. You got to build the wall first, right? To keep the friggin' whatever you want to call them out, right? Look, I want immigrants to come into this country. They got to come in through a legal process. I'm like, America was built on immigration. Okay. I'm an immigrant. You're an immigrant, but we have to come in through a legal process. We don't want people coming into our country and hurting people. And there's unfortunately a lot of, Trump says bad hombres. There's a lot of bad people. And they come into our country, and we've already seen a lot of unnecessary lives being lost because of that. And I love Trump, and I respect him. Yes, immigrants should come into America, but they should come into our country through a legal process. That's just the way I see it. That's a whole different subject. Antonio, just because illegally it's illegal in Dubai, things change. Things change. Listen to me. Gambling at one time was illegal in Atlantic City, Antonio. Okay, yes. Gambling at before the 70s was illegal. Sometimes things change. Okay. When you bring tremendous amounts of money to a government, okay, they sometimes they meet and they change. Antonio, things could change. Okay. I'm just making a point. I'm just making a point. This is another guy who thinks very small. This is a guy who thinks extremely small, not meant for greatness. Not look, Antonio is satisfied being an average guy. I get it. And if that's what you want to do in your life, you want to be average, then God bless you. I'm already average. I'm already average. I have a $600,000 house. I have hundreds of thousands in cash, hundreds of thousands in gold. Okay. I have a portfolio. I got amazing things set up for my kids for their future. They got tremendous trust funds set up by their grandfathers. Listen, I'm already average. I'm average. Okay, but I don't want to remain average. It just seems like a lot of people want to remain average. So if that's your goal, God bless you, doing great. You're doing great. You don't want to remain average, then you should join a movement, okay, V for Victory movement, okay, where we could all together make amazing things happen. Things that you never dreamed in your lifetime could happen. Casinos, Major League Baseball teams, NBA teams. See, like Mark Cuban. See, these are people who think big. You got to think big. If you think small, that's it. You got tiny balls, like Teddy Zane, racing Paul Zane. If you got tiny balls, then nothing's going to happen for you. Nothing's going to happen for you. Trust me. You could hate me all you want. All of you people could hate me. You could put a poster of me up in your room and throw darts at my effing balls. But you're going to notice I'm going to become a billionaire. Okay? That's it. With or without you. You know the song by U2? With or without you, Detective Pikachu. With or without you, a father's gonna become a billionaire. With or without you. I am doing it myself. Detective Pikachu, I am doing it myself. There's no green grass. Plan B, I don't become a billionaire. Then I guess I gotta settle becoming a millionaire. Okay, that's my plan B. Plan B, I gotta settle being worth 3 million. That's my worst case scenario, green grass. My worst case scenario, I have to settle being a millionaire. All right, that's it. That's my absolute worst case scenario. All right, does that make sense to you? Best case scenario, billions. Worst case scenario, millions. You're an idiot. You support that moron, Vlad. Okay? Robin Hood is the enemy of retail, Detective Pikachu. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You're disgraziata. Okay, you're like that idiot Donahue George who promotes Robin Hood. Greengrass, listen to me. I'm not trying to say I'm living a bad life, but I'm not living the life. Look, Greengrass. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to go outside. This drives the haters crazy. To my $75,000 in-ground pool. Hold on. They get very upset. Hold on. Look, Greengrass. Here's my worst case scenario. Hold on. Jen, shut that, Jen. Okay. My worst case scenario, Greengrass, is I'm going to jump in my $75,000 in-ground swimming pool. Yeah. Here's my worst case scenario, Greengrass. I'll jump in my pool. That's my worst case scenario. That's it. Worst case scenario. I'm gonna go in my Balboa hot tub. Hold on. This is my worst case scenario here. I got my Balboa hot tub here. Hold on. This is my worst case scenario here. Oh, relax. I get my vacuum. These haters look at every single thing. I get my vacuum. I clean a little dirt that's in there. Relax. It happens to everybody, Antonio. Pools get dirty, Antonio. Hot tubs get dirty, okay? I mean, you guys look at like there's a few rocks. It's not that dirty, my hot tub. Okay, let's see. He says it's dirty, my hot tub. Let's see. Where is it? Because there's a couple of rocks there. Is that what you're talking about, Antonio? A couple of rocks bother you? What are you gonna do? Ball breakers. Hold on, I gotta close this. So that's my worst case scenario. Okay, my best case scenario, I think big. I got my fire pit here. I'm gonna go do the s'mores later. There's the fire pit. I got my fire pit, not too shabby. Antonio, I got tons of money. Relax. Relax. You are a ball breaker. Tell them, Chloe. It's my dog, Chloe and Max. I got a beautiful family. I got my beautiful dog, Max. I got my beautiful dog, Chloe. I got a beautiful family. I got a very nice house. You know, I'm not complaining. I got a good life. I think it could be better. Come on, go inside. It could be better, my life. Not too shabby. Max and Chloe says hello to you too, Back to the Future. Say hello to Back to the Future, Max. Say hello. Say hello to Back to the Future. Say hello.
I have a question. Isn't Back to the Future kind of Back to the Past logically?
Yep.
Because logically, if you watch the movie, it's Back to the Past because they usually go to the past.
Antonio, you can't even do this. Antonio, he's worth $10 million, he says, this guy. All these people. Antonio, I would be shocked if you could pull out $100 bill. Hold on. I'd be shocked if Antonio could do this. Just pull out one of these. I would even be shocked if he could pull out a 50. If he could pull out a grant. I'd be shocked. Another grant. Another grant. Another grant. What's up? What's up, Christopher? Another grant. 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 This is just spending money for me. This is my fun coupons here. This is, people don't understand. It's the summer. I go out with my family. We go to Long Beach Island. So I got some fun coupons here. Little fun coupons. It's just fun coupons. That's all. It's meant to be spent. This is not money that's meant for anything. It's just meant to have fun. It's meant to go out. We're going to go to Long Beach Island, go on the rides. You'd be surprised. You need about $200 a day to go out to the rides nowadays. Inflation, man. Like the wristbands are $40 each. Okay, $40 each. I get 4 of them, one for me, one for my wife, one for Michael, one for Sophia. So that's $160. That's just the wristbands. Then you figure you get some ice cream, you get some maybe some like hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza. You're gonna spend over $200. So you gotta have fun coupons on you. What's up, Christopher? I would love to meet you. It's too bad you could have come to my meet and greet. Remember that time at Atlantic City where John Nito came? Only one person. You know what's funny? Everyone made fun of my meet and greet. You all lost out who didn't come. When John Nito came to my meet and greet, we went out for a $500 dinner. Okay? Then we gambled, and I won $1,000 at roulette. We were drinking all night, partying like it was 1999. That's the funny thing. Like, Lou makes fun of me. You know what you get at Lou's meet and greet? Nothing. You know what you get at Lou's meet and greet? You get, well, Lou's gone now, may he rest in peace, but I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean. But everyone talks about Lou's meet and greet. All these people gathered up in a park, right? Where basically Lou had no refreshments. Lou had no food. He didn't offer them ugats. He didn't offer them nothing. He was just standing there in a freaking park. Lou was next to a swing, and he was talking to them about some nonsense. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, you remember me from AMC. Well, I'm still at AMC, mother effer, Barney. But nice to see you, Barney Bell. But the point is that I'm just making a point. Like, I don't even, may Lou rest in peace, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I never even saw Lou eat a decent meal. I never even see Lou eat a decent meal. But at his meet and greet, everyone's making fun of me. Lou was laughing his ass off. Dale's garage laughing his ass off. Chad Clifford is laughing his ass off. I had one person there. But what I was trying to make everybody understand is if everybody came, like let's say I would have had a crowd of 10 people, all 10 people would have shared in a friggin' multi-$1,000 dinner. We would have had every type of, like I had every type of entree that you could imagine. I had every type of appetizer, everything. I had antipasta, I had shrimp, I had friggin' steaks, we had the cream spinach, we had the mashed potatoes, we had the asparagus, we had unlimited Long Island iced teas I was drinking. We were having everything. We were having the screwdrivers, everything, champagne. It was like a great night. So that's what I'm talking about. When you come to an Apefather meet and greet, you're going to eat, and you're going to drink, and you're going to party. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean with Lou. I'm still not even sure if he's gone, Christopher. I know that you're heartbroken. There's no evidence online. Listen to me. I'm not trying to be mean, but there's no evidence to prove that Lou really passed away. We're taking the word of Elk Spaghetti, a YouTuber, a psychopathic YouTuber, and some friggin' wannabe politician. What's his name? Ben Gilla, whatever his name is. These are the only 2 people that are telling us Lou passed away. I mean, listen, and if he did pass away, you see, on God, and I mean this, and I mean no disrespect. God bless Lou. May he rest in peace, and God bless his family. Okay, seriously, if he really passed away. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Well, Greengrass, what I told everyone originally for my meet and greet was to bring about $300 each. Okay, but you have to understand, for that $300, right? Oh my God, you guys all right. Well, my goal was for 100 people to come. If 100 people would have came, that would have been 30,000. Now, understand, I wouldn't have kept any of that money. I would have showed receipts. All of that money would have been spent on, alcohol. I could probably get a suite for free. I would have got 2 suites for free or more. But the point is that I know it's 100 people, but I'm saying, I mean, we could have got rooms, top rooms. I would have worked out a deal with my host. We would have got tremendous rooms. I would have got enough rooms for 100 people if that really did happen. Okay, because I would have told them that we're all going to gamble. I got 100 people in the group. They would have worked it out for me. But the point is that John Nito came down. and let's talk about what happened with John Nino. Okay, he had a $600 dinner, thousands of dollars that we won on roulette, insane amounts of alcohol. Okay, insane. I think he got lucky that night, with a beautiful girl. I'm just saying he had that. Still to this day, he talks about the night he had with Apefather. He said Apefather. He still messages me. That was the best night of my life. And I find it funny how all the haters make fun of me with that meet and greet. What would have Lou offered you on his meet and greet? I don't even think Lou would have offered you a friggin' hot dog. I mean, may he rest in peace, right? You know what I mean? I'll come to Comic Con. I'm just saying, like, what did Lou offer you? Well, everybody gathered at what looked to be a park. There looked to be friggin' swings. There looked to be the monkey bars. What the frick? There wasn't even anything to eat. There was no food. There was no water. You come hang out with Apefather and you eat like a king. You understand? You eat like the king of the jungle. Anyway, with that said, say voila. Wow! With that said, I'm going to run now. Listen, let's just see what happens. Greengrass, there's a lot of things going on with AMC and GameStop that are out of your control, and they're out of my control. There's a lot of shit going on behind closed doors. Greengrass, how do you explain how AMC and GameStop ran, okay, together that time, like brothers or sisters in arms? How do you explain that, Greengrass? How do you explain how GameStop went from 14 to 80? How do you explain how AMC went from 4 to over 11? How do you explain that? How do you explain that? You can't explain it, right? Okay. So that's why there are things going on with GameStop and AMC that we don't have any knowledge of. Listen, Adam Aron never opened up the books. He never hired Share Intel. He never hired West Christian. There are people that feel there's synthetic shares that could be in the billions. That guy, Thomas James, the YouTuber, he once said he feels the synthetic shares are in the billions, or the trillions, excuse me. The trillions, he said. Okay, so there is shit going on right now. We might have another 10 runs. They might have so much. Well, it was planned for a reason because, listen to me, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if the government's involved. There could be a lot of shit involved right now. Listen to me. We don't know. They could be sitting down with Gary Gensler. Again, I'll say it's all alleged. Say, look, we're in a lot of effing trouble here. Okay, look, I messed up. We got tremendous synthetic shares here. What are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do planned events, little at a time. You understand? Little at a time, not to shock everybody. Okay, let's do this where we don't collapse the whole friggin' economy here, because if it really was trillions of friggin' synthetics, it could collapse the whole economy. That's why at one time we were saying AMC to Pluto, we were saying AMC to 100,000, because we were all assuming that there was an insane amount of synthetic shares. Okay, so we don't know. Look, all I know is this. I said it a long time ago. I'll say it again. Zero or hero with me. That's it. I put my 250,000 up. Actually, it's a little more than that if you consider a lot of buying I did. I put my money up in Amy. I'm down on paper. I'm not going anywhere. Well, Antonio, it could. If there was, look, I'm just saying, assuming. I'm just, before you laugh at me, assuming there was trillions of, synthetic shares, right? There's no interest that these friggin' hedge funds have to pay on them. You understand that, right? You understand their promissory notes. You understand that it doesn't matter how many shares are actually in the float. You understand that, right? Synthetic shares, you could have 500 million shares, but then they'll use 5 trillion shares. Okay, because these are promissory notes. They're non-interest bearing. You don't pay interest. You understand that, right? Okay, whatever. So it could collapse. In other words, if this was all done legally and correctly, and see, that's what the problem is. I think that a lot of us, Back to the Future, have a great night, brother. I love you. I think a lot of us were hoping that everything was going to be done legally, but unfortunately, we live in a very corrupt world. We live in a very corrupt stock market. We live with a very corrupt cryptocurrency industry. And this goes back to why Apefather wants to make it on his own. Because Apefather does not want to be sheep. You understand? To see, it all goes back to the same conversation. It all goes back to the same conversation. Do you want to be sheep? Hey, what's up, Benjamin Frazier? Don't worry about it, brother. Glad that you're here. I'm actually going to be ending this live stream soon, but Benjamin, you rewind it from the beginning and you can hear all my points. It's just the point is that this is the thing, Greengrass. I'm trying to make a point. We're sheep right now in the stock market. Okay, we're sheep in the cryptocurrency industry. Bah! We're sheep. Okay. Apefather wants to create a new movement. It's called the V for Victory movement, and I want to take away all the corruption. This is what I know you think I'm a psychopath. I'll do it myself if I have to. Look, if none of you Mama Lukes want to support me, I will do it myself. That's it, okay? But I want to create a movement where there's no more Ken Griffin, there's no more Citadel, there's no more Gary Gensler, there's no more dark pools, there's no more, friggin' one cryptocurrency holder that can unload and bury our asses, okay? I want to create my own movement, okay, where I run the show. There is no Ken Griffin. There is no Gary Gensler. There is no corruption. There is no Citadel. There is no, dark pools. You heard that pitch already because you're not supporting me, Green Graph. Listen to me. You know why you want to know why you're hearing that already, that pitch? Because none of you listened to me. If you would have listened to me, I would have stopped it all. Listen to me. I had a plan that would have never allowed AMC to do this. I had a plan. No one listened to me. I told all of you in March. I told all of you before there was the 1-for-10 reverse stock split. I said, here's what we need to do. We need to create an entity like similar to a computer share, DTS. I said, we need to create an entity. All of our shares should be kept in this entity. I said, we have to first get SEC approval, but I was trying to run the idea past everybody. I said, the idea is to get voting power. If we could prove that a corporation or an entity owns more than 51% of AMC, then that corporation and that entity could have assigned one person to go down to that meeting before the 1-for-10 reverse stock split and could have voted no to all counts. No, we don't want a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. But you don't listen. No one listens to me. No one listens to me. So everything that happened, remember Tony De Niro, who said, oh, the yes vote's a great thing. Remember, he said, we're going to see AMC at $50 a share. And I was in his live stream. And I was in his live stream telling Tony, what happens if AMC goes under 10? He goes, he didn't even answer me. He goes, any one of you idiots don't understand market cap. You don't understand. There's no way AMC could go over $10. Okay, now he doesn't say nothing. He's silencio. He's silent because that guy doesn't know his ass from his effing elbow. Do I still talk to Lou? Well, Lou's on the other side, apparently, Mr. Chewy. Greengrass, it doesn't matter to me if you're interested or not. This is what you don't understand. Listen to me. I'm going to do it myself. Okay. And while you're still, listen to me, you're still chasing all these corrupt plays. Listen to me. You're going to be chasing these corrupt plays for the rest of your life. You'll see Apefather already in his own casino. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to be interested. I already made the analogy. I explained to you the average American makes $50,000 a year. We've already gone through this. I don't want to repeat it. After you pay Uncle Sam, you pay Uncle Sam 30%. You got to pay $15,000. You're left with $35,000. You said it yourself. How much money do you need to survive? How much money do you need to pay your bills? You don't have to believe in me. This is your life, Greengrass. Your life sucks ass. Okay, your life sucks, rhinoceros bullsack. Okay, so you don't have to believe in me, you don't have to like me, and you don't have to listen to me. But that doesn't change the fact that your life is a disaster, and you know it's true, girl. You know it's true. Ooh, 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 I suck glue. You understand? Your life sucks glue. But it's the truth. You make it seem as if without me, right, your lives are great. Without me. Your lives suck ass. Okay? And I'm giving you an opportunity to change that. But you don't want to listen to me? Don't listen to me. I don't give a shit. Okay? I will still get billions and billions of views. I'm still going to get more views than Mr. Beast. I'm still going to become the most successful YouTuber on planet Earth. And there is nothing and no one could stop me. No one could stop me. Okay, no one. I am an unstoppable train. I'm a runaway train. Runaway train, never coming back. Runaway train. I got a lot of hair on my chest and back. You understand? I keep warm like a grizzly bear. Ah! He thinks I'm an average earner. Yeah, you're one of the psychopathic, delusional nut jobs that come to my live stream. Like, who is it? The regulator. The regulator's worth 100 million, right? WTF 198. He's worth 200 million. Antonio Miranda's worth 10 million. I'm just saying. It's like you guys. You know what's worse than someone who's a loser? Someone who's delusional. Someone who's delusional. You think I'm delusional? I'm not delusional because if you listen to my goals, they're quite reasonable. Hear me out. I say I have to first become the most successful YouTuber on earth before I accomplish my goals. So it's not like I'm saying to you, look, I'm going to flip a coin and I'm going to have a casino open. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying the first step of my goal is to become the most successful YouTuber on earth. Now, if that doesn't happen, I accept that. I'm shit out of luck. So I'm not delusional. You think I'm delusional. I'm not. You're delusional. All of you people like the regulator who says I'm worth 100 million, Antonio Miranda, I'm worth 20 million, 50 million. You guys are the psychopaths. Yeah, all right. You're doing great, Greengrass. You're doing great. It's all like a dream. You understand? It's all like a. Listen, in your dream, you have a 10-inch schlong, but in my dream, in my reality, it's 13 inches. Okay, that's why they call me the Apefather, mother effer. Because I'm big. You understand? I think big, I live big, I eat big, and I dream big. And my schlong is big. Anyway, let me run. My family's like, what the F is going on? Everything I said, you're going to be worth 100 million, Antonio. You're going to be worth, Antonio, you're going to be the first trillionaire. Okay? You're going to be the first trillionaire, Antonio. Benjamin Fraser, I can beat everybody. I'm not afraid of no one. No one from Mortal Kombat and no one on YouTube. Everything I said on this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I am the greatest entertainer who has ever lived on planet Earth and the entire universe. The one and only Apefather in the house, baby. Wow! Take care. Brush your hair. See you. Hate to be you. All right, you keep dreaming, Greengrass. My dreams are going to become reality, mother effer.